Oh, okay, okay.
Could they not?
Did they not hear the introduction?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, okay. We'll do it. All right, welcome to the Mario Kart speedrun showcase between GoombaNL and OptimisticEmo. So on the left, we have GoombaNL. He's from Netherlands. He started playing Double Dash in late 2015 and worked his way up to world champ status by March 2017. He has 22 world records in time trials, as well as all world records in the Grand Prix category, so all cups and all cup tour, even mirror mode. His favorite track in Double Dash is Mushroom Bridge, and his favorite game outside of Mario Kart Double Dash is Xenoblade Chronicles. And on the right screen, we have OptimisticEmo, who started playing the game in early 2016. He's from USA, and he has an impressive 6 world records in time trials. His favorite track is Peach Beach, and his favorite game outside of Mario Kart Double Dash is Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door.
Three commentators are going to be...
Yeah, I am Phoenix, and I'm here with my other commentators. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm PK Frenchy 64.
I'm the Jackster1676, former UK top 10 Double Dash player.
We'll be bringing you this Double Dash action live.
Yes. And to start off, we'll be doing Grand Prix races of all 4 cups. We'll just go through each cup individually. Unfortunately, the RNG on Double Dash is somewhat harsh, so instead of doing all cup tour, we'll just be doing each cup individually. So basically, one player doesn't get especially screwed by RNG and has no hope of catching back up. Afterwards, we'll be doing some time trial 1 tries, and the loser of the previous time trial race will get to pick the next track, so it should be fun.
Yeah, in the past when we've done Double Dash tournaments, we've had it so that it was all based around time trials, because it's a small community and we all prefer not being screwed over by red shells to decide who's the best.
Yep.
We like to screw ourselves over with bad gameplay to decide who's the best.
Yeah.
And considering the level of this 2 players, any little mistake will be the deciding factor of each race.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Double Dash is definitely a lot of active movement. There really isn't much time for the players to stop moving. Their sticks are always moving, and even just one dropped mini turbo could cost them the race. So, all right, looks like we're starting it up.
All right, and they're live.
Here we go.
Starting off with Luigi's Circuit.
So yeah, Luigi Circuit is a little interesting because it's kind of a figure 8, and you end up driving against other CPUs in the track. And so RNG can especially be punishing if you get hit by a random shell or Bowser shell, or just even running into another CPU can bonk you into the grass.
Goomba ain't gonna be hit by shells, though he's already performed a red shell dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, but they are getting hit, losing all their shells.
Emo's not gonna dodge that though. That was quite big.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's the only
Chain Chomp. Yeah, another thing to watch out for. That Chain Chomp can be a little unpredictable, so it can be a little hard to maneuver around. Goomba's looking pretty strong out here from the start.
He seems to be getting good RNG, and nothing bad happening so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen him get hit yet, actually.
Yeah, no, this is quite a clean run for Goomba.
Just what he wants, opening race.
Oh yeah, especially getting Luigi's Circuit out of the way, because yeah, Luigi's Circuit, like I said, can be a little tricky when you're driving against blue shell.
Oh, he almost
not
dodged
performing
that.
the dodge.
So what he went for there was a blue shell dodge. If you release your mini turbo just before it hits you, you'll boost in one direction, the blue shell will go in another direction, and you will dodge it.
Yeah.
But it's very precise.
Yeah, it's very precise, and what's even harder about it is sometimes the shell can hit you differently and almost hit you instantly, and you have essentially no chance of dodging it. So, and you won't know what type of shell is hitting you until it's right on top of you. So
yeah, sometimes it just comes right at you and it blows up instantly, so you don't even have to interact. So you always have to watch out for that.
Peach now though, Emo's favorite track, as we know.
Yep.
Despite Goomba having the world record here. I'm sure he goes to sleep thinking about that every day.
Those guys are very close though, so.
Yeah, about 10 seconds ahead here, which is a pretty decent lead, but anything can happen. Goomba's been getting pretty good RNG.
Goomba getting hit with the first item, the red shell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and
every
any
shell
items
costs about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But right now, David's gonna need everything
Another blue
he.
shell.
Oh. So never mind. He just lost.
RNG is not. Yeah. Although they are dodgeable, it's still, you know, pretty RNG based on the amount of shells you get, and yeah.
Yeah, because we're already on 2 for Emo and none for Goomba.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't very fair. We should be having Goomba taking all the blue shells. He's got more world records.
Yeah.
What a cruel game. 111 though, that's a nice peach time.
Yep. 113 also not too shabby, although he lost a good amount of time to the blue shell, so
Yeah.
sounds about right. Next we have Baby Park.
This track's also.
Yeah, Goomba actually seems to enjoy this track a lot. I see it play on a stream a lot. Emo actually does have the world record for fastest lap in Baby Park, though.
Does, which is funny because Goomba had it and then he broke his own record like 15 times.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this guy called OptimisticEmo comes out of nowhere, takes the world record, and Goomba can't beat it.
Yep. Yeah, I believe for a while after new strats were discovered, they were kind of leapfrogging each other on world records for a while.
But this track in GP is the most RNG heavy, complete roll of a dice track you'll ever see in Mario Kart.
It is chaos just because of its small size. Goomba getting hit with the fire there.
Like, you can see they're lapping everybody on the track. And a lot of them have stars and shells and stuff you really don't want to find.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, lightning on one side, blue shell on the other side.
True blue lightning.
How did he drive through that fire? That was incredible. Oh, I thought Emo was done. He's still going to the lap.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah. Well, the laps are very short, so still about 10 seconds behind. Or, I guess a bit more now.
Wario had a lot to say about that.
Yeah. So the next track here is Dry Desert. You'll actually see both players will sandbag right at the start in the hopes of getting 3 mushrooms and a star would be the ideal case. However, 3 mushrooms will still make up for the lost time in the very beginning. Goomba gets 3 mushrooms and a red shell though, yeah.
Red shell's not what you're looking for. The red shell is not going to get you one of these nice ultra shortcuts.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna. Ideally, you want at least another mushroom.
Oh, and Emo getting the mushrooms and the star.
And he wasn't in first either, so
and
avoids
dodges
the blue shell. Yeah.
200 IQ there.
There has been a blue shell in every Mushroom Cup race for him.
Yeah, he's not getting good.
He dodged by being 5th.
It looks like Goomba's actually opting to do 2 shrooms in 1 lap because it's not guaranteed that you'll keep your items. If you get lightninged, you'll lose them. So he just wants to get rid of them, you know, get the speed that he can from before they're gone.
David,
commentator's curse.
Oh no.
You mentioned lightning to lose mushrooms, and now Emo's small and powerless.
Yep.
And the worst part is he went into the sand anyway, so he lost even more time.
Yep. Yeah,
that's such a clean race.
Yeah, that's also another thing that's scary about this track is not only will you lose time from getting hit by blue shells or lightning, but you can kind of go sailing into the dark sand, which can take a long time to get out of.
Especially when you're small, because you move even slower.
Yep.
Yeah, you're kept to about 30 miles an hour on good track.
There's Goomba done.
That was an amazing dry from
Goomba.
Yeah.
That was a very clean cut from Goomba for the most part. It's hard to keep up with that. Emo had a little worse RNG.
A little worse. He had a blue shell on every track.
Yeah.
He lost 2 mushrooms.
And then I got lightning.
Yeah. That was a solid mushroom cup.
Yeah, 5:16 mushroom cup.
And the in-game time for world record is 5:02, so really not bad.
Yeah, we expect them to be quite a way off world record because world record has very little RNG.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Goomba
No,
already starting
you
up on Mushroom Bridge.
Take his memory card out. So if you take the memory card out, it's not gonna try and save between cups.
But
But turns out Emo's decided he's gonna save between every cup he does today.
ooh.
Actually, I think that might have been something that was agreed on beforehand.
Okay.
Although I actually didn't quite catch Goomba doing that.
Interesting though, they both are playing without PT and Boo unlocked. Because PT and Boo are just heavy characters that you don't want to deal with in first place.
Ooh, and Goomba getting a blue shell dodge there.
Oh, very nice.
So that's what it looks like.
Yep,
So-
you release your mini turbo just before it hits you, and it
Negative.
carries on and you boost in a completely different direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a miracle when you get those.
Yeah, it turns out blue shells don't have the best aim sometimes.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah.
unfortunate.
Goomba.
Oh, no.
Goomba.
Goomba sent into the side alley.
So, unbelievably, going the long way round is slower. You don't want to go there.
Yeah, going up and above that hill. Just the lost time from dropping down is
Ooh, a
Not
lightning
quite worth
blow
it.
too.
More
lightning
bad
strike,
luck.
you know? Yep. Oh boy.
Oh, and he's going the long way round as well.
Yep.
David's just missing a blue shell and then he can keep his streak going.
It's just the third lap alleyway strats.
Ah, is that what all the top players do? This is where I've been going wrong.
Yes.
Goomba now on the Mario circuit, right as Emo's finishing his Mushroom Bridge. And actually, now I guess would be a good time to explain the reasoning behind both of them choosing the Koopa characters. In time trials, it doesn't really matter which characters you choose because you're not going to be using items, but in Double Dash, each character has their own special item that they can get. And they choose the Koopas simply because having extra shells in first place is not
Useful.
such a bad thing. Yeah, it's useful for blocking items, but also when you're sandbagging and trying to get items you want, if you get a triple shell, you can get rid of them much quicker than you would, say, a golden shroom, where you'd have to be spamming it for like 5 seconds just to use it out. So
I know one top runner who actually uses Diddy Kong because he prefers the giant banana over triple shells. I don't know why, but
interesting.
because it just creates more of a mess on the track for you. But
Yeah, especially if you put it on your lines.
Yeah, yeah. If you see them getting bananas and fake item boxes, they generally don't want to put it down because they're getting the same line every lap, and if they place it down, it'll just be right in their way the next lap.
Oh, another lightning for David.
have we had a track where Emo has not been hit by either a lightning or a blue shell yet?
Yeah, he has not been doing so well here on the RNG side of things,
Oh,
Goomba,
just
meanwhile.
missing the 130.
and this is actually a good showcase of why Double
This
Dash
place.
is a bit more of a time trial heavy game than Grand Prix.
Emo will be sat there right now thinking, oh, I can't wait for these time trials.
Oh, he hits.
Ooh, and he hits the Goomba.
Oh,
into-
And
combo.
into an invincible
The
CPU.
Goomba on Emo stream helping out Goomba there.
Yeah,
Can't help
Yep.
but feel the irony.
the Goomba sabotage.
And
Goomba
137
well
is
Daisy
slow.
Cruiser here.
Ooh, that's all. Lost so much stuff now.
So in Daisy Cruiser, there is a small intended skip, which we call pool skip, where you go around to the inside of the pool for a better line and it's a bit faster. We don't tend to go for it on lap 1 though, because there's a tendency to be hit by a red shell, while the Emo's going for it.
Oh, and another blue
Goomba.
shell dodge from Goomba. Wow.
Goomba does the dodge, Emo goes for pool skip. But yeah, we don't always do it lap 1, because if you get hit by a red shell, you will go for a swim. And Koopas can't swim on a car.
The
So
fire
even
goes
with
up.
bad RNG from blue shells, you can kind of get around with it, and Goomba's been doing very well, while also getting pretty good art. Oh, another blue shell, right as I say.
Oh,
Oh, and another
my
dodge.
God.
He is untouchable.
This race is over. Pack your bags.
Oh, how ironic would it be if
Very
he got hit
clever
by
to
that
get
red
rid of
shell?
him. Yeah. He threw his green behind him to make sure.
Yeah,
Very
that would have
smart.
been very bad. He would have gone straight into the pool, and that's actually why you don't do it in the first lap. I mean, somehow still got red shelled in the third lap, but in the first lap, it's just much more likely to get red shelled right when you're going for the pool skip.
I feel bad for Emo. This is the track where he's got the world record 3-lap and lap.
Mm-hmm.
Goomba's just like, nah, I'll just dodge everything and take this.
Yep. Goomba seems to be at the top of his game.
Emo's only got 6 records and 2 of them are here. Bless. Them tables that you saw there are quite annoying. They're on a cycle, but it seems to change.
So in Waluigi Stadium, there's a very big skip that involves you basically ramping off a corner and going really high up into the air and hitting the hitbox of another zone and being placed leader on the track. Saves about 3 seconds. So if you hit it all 3 laps, you can save a total of 9 seconds, which is pretty significant. And he's going to go for it right here in this corner. And he misses it, not quite getting it.
So we didn't get quite enough height there to hit the death plane of the ramp above him, the one you see him going over now. But if you can hit that death plane from underneath it, you'll be put straight in front of the ramp, around all the terrible corners.
Yeah, and this track is important to try to avoid being there as much as possible as well, which is why you'll see Goomba go in like edges of ramps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in this game, if you hold R in the air, you will actually go down faster, so that will help them a lot in this track.
Emo hits the skip, and that's good from Goomba, yeah. Got a lot of height that time.
Yep, that was a good one. Solid.
And as you can see, it puts you right in front of the ramp, cutting out a good portion of the track.
So yeah, if Emo happens to hit all 3 of these skips and Goomba misses this next one, then he could potentially save 6 seconds, which...
that'll help.
It'll help, but he is quite...
Not like that.
Ooh.
You know what doesn't help?
Blue shells.
Especially on this track. On some tracks it actually is a little easier to dodge blue cells simply for the fact that you know, there's more flat ground. If you're going over bumps and can't quite get drifts off where you want them, then blue shells will be much more difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
Emo just drove past a star.
After getting hit by a red shell.
That star was just there as a bit of false promise. No, why?
Oh, he dodged.
Let's go, Emo.
He chose not to.
There we go. He's had enough. He is tired, sick and tired of all the blue shells. Look at this sick menuing from Goomba onto the Star Cup.
I wonder if he's practiced that.
Yeah.
Goomba's
kind of practice it passively, honestly. Yeah.
He found the best way to make it back to the next cup.
Gets everything out of this game. It would not surprise me at all. Emo's removed his memory card. He didn't have to save that time.
Oh, okay, well, there we go.
We're going to Sherbert Lane.
Yep.
Thanks.
OptimisticEmo having a world record for 3-lap in this track. Another one.
Oh yeah,
he
does.
Got that actually quite recently, about, I want to say 2 months ago now.
Which is recent for a game that's been out since about 2002.
Yeah. But Emo's been practicing out this a good amount lately, so let's see if he can hopefully save a little time, although he has a lot to make up for.
So let's hope RNG doesn't mess him up on that one.
Yep.
Oh, Goomba's first blue shell hit by.
Yeah. I almost feel sorry for Birdo. Birdo was in 8th place and got hit by that blue shell. Not all about.
Heard up probably
oh, go on.
Bad luck, Birdo.
Yeah, one thing that is happening, well, not for Emo. Not a lot's happening for Emo right now, he's frozen. But when they're on the ice, the physics are very different to when they're on tarmac or snow. But they're still managing to do drifts, keep the optimal line, except that line, that was pretty bad.
because the cycles are off now, so his.
Yeah, driving on the ice is so tricky that just watching it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, it's really easy to slide, especially when you're emptying. Oh, David's lands are getting destroyed by items right now.
You know when you're playing that track and it just feels like you're hitting every banana. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do.
Especially when they're around corners and everything. And you're just like,
Now he's nearly a full lap of Mushroom City behind.
Another blue shell coming at
oh,
Goomba.
that.
That
He
looked like
takes
one of the
one.
faster ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been actually. Yeah.
So sometimes the blue shell will linger behind you and sort of tease you, saying, "Look, you've got this few frames chance to dodge me." Sometimes they'll just be like, "Nah, this is my turn."
Sometimes, yeah, they will dive bomb you. Be like, you know what? You've dodged me enough.
There are even some tracks where it will come from like in front of you, like dry, and those are really hard to dodge as well.
What a mushroom pickup in a straight line from Goomba. I'm
Yeah,
impressed by that tiny detail.
Yeah, usually, well, I won't say usually, but sometimes if a shroom is too off your line, it can be hard to judge whether or not it's worth it, because not only could you just kind of mess up going for it and end up missing it, it honestly may not be worth it if it's far enough off your line. These guys are already almost going as fast as shrooms with their efficient MTs. So if it's too far off the line, they may just not go for it. Another blue shell. Ooh.
Ah, he hit the line.
Doesn't
first.
lose any time from it though. Very nice.
He hit the line.
Yep. He just finished. Ooh, and a lightning for Emo again.
David hasn't had a course where he hasn't gotten hit by either a lightning or a blue shell.
Yep.
That's
SCP for you.
that's still going.
Goomba moving on to Yoshi now. There is a skip right here at the beginning that you can do without a mushroom. Time will tell if he'll go for it all 3 laps, but he should go for it in the beginning here, and he makes it.
He makes it.
Yeah, usually you need a mushroom to get over that, but if you do a very specific mini turbo, get the boost exactly how you want it, you can jump over and save yourself a little bit of time.
And you know what? I think Goomba's feeling confident. He might just go for it 3 times.
Let's
might
see. I mean, he has a huge lead on Emo,
Yeah.
so it's probably a good.
If he just has a look over to Emo's stream,
he,
he's like,
he
yeah, watch
definitely
me show
doesn't
off.
need to, but we'll see what he does for it. And Goomba now a full over 30 seconds in front of Emo.
He didn't go for it.
He didn't go for it. This man's too optimal.
And Emo making the jump his first lap.
It's not a particularly easy trick.
Yeah, it's honestly making it across is not too hard. Doing it quickly, bouncing and getting the next MT off is a little tougher, but at the same time, it's not the most difficult skip in the game.
Yeah, that's still to come, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Oh! He ran a plant. Was ready to take a bite.
I gotta say, I do that.
Plants aren't usually a problem, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. As much time trials as these guys play, honestly, whenever I play Grand Prix, I just forget about them.
Yeah, listen, time trials, most enemies are actually not active.
Ooh! Emo
Hey,
with a
very
sick blue
nice.
shell dodge. Both of them, both Goomba and Emo getting tested with blue shell, and Emo passed.
which means Goomba failed. Yes.
Yep. Little time to... Oh,
my
interesting.
God.
Hold on a
shell.
minute.
He threw
Not
it
sure he
forward
was.
and it bounced back.
Yep.
I'm gonna
He's
give
just
him
trying
the
to
benefit
ricochet
of the
the
doubt.
shell behind him. He was
I'm
trying
gonna
to...
say you wanted to throw it behind, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna get hit by the red shell. I'm gonna get hit by the green shell instead.
I'll hit myself.
Yeah. I will say, throwing these shells while you're throwing out these MTs, just flicking your stick left and right, is honestly
Hard.
not super easy. It's somewhat easy to mess up just a little when you have to throw a shell, so it can be tricky. Unfortunately, he messed it up.
Especially when
Blue
it's
shell for
behind
Emo?
you.
Ooh, gets hit.
I can't remember looking at Emo's screen and not seeing a blue shell.
Yep. He's been getting a lot of them.
He's dodged more than Goomba's had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. I'm not counting, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Just
I
don't watch the VOD count, okay?
I'm
You
not
know
sitting
what
here
you
with a timer or anything.
So DK Mountain does have a skip that you just saw Goomba pull off. It's fairly easy to set up for and execute. Definitely something we'll do all 3 laps. It actually involves something called RTech, which is essentially mashing the drift button at a somewhat methodical pace, and it lets you turn really tight without losing much speed. So as he comes into the corner where the skip is, you'll see him mash it right there.
Yep.
Goes really tight, and yep.
Yeah, it's a very specific rhythm. And I know someone in the community actually found out the perfect rhythm and then downloaded a load of songs that had that rhythm so that you can practice. So that's genius.
Yeah, 200 IQ.
I want that playlist, I gotta be honest.
Practicing.
Yeah.
Oh, David getting up with lightning, but he went to the cannon, so.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Traveling at
won't lose too much
195.
Yeah, he should come out of the lightning state pretty soon. There it is.
Ooh. But
Oh,
another blue shell.
Oh man,
It happened again.
Double Dash is relentless.
Goomba with a 148 though, that's a
Oh, with
really
the
good
rock.
time.
And the boulder hit. Yeah, there are boulders to watch out for. Usually they're not too much of a problem. However, they are in a cycle. So if you get off your cycle a bit, it can be kind of hard to predict where they're going to end up or where you are relative to them.
You noticed there was a mushroom on Goomba's
Oh,
side. It was
no.
like, nope.
David getting hit by the blue shell.
Oh,
before
right
the
before
cannon.
the cannon. Fortunate. Man, what is going on?
Is there no
Goomba
running?
already. Goomba
No.
already in
Goomba on Star
Wario.
Cup, or Special Cup, excuse me.
Oh my god, dude, this is sad for David.
So with Wario's lap time being so long, it is actually only 2 laps instead of the normal 3.
Which is funny because the Rainbow Road laps about as long, but we still have
Yeah.
3 there.
Yeah.
Go
Because
figure,
Rainbow Road
Nintendo.
has to be like that.
Yeah, this is one track where Artec is super important because there is a massive spiral in Wario Coliseum. And Artecing down it is so much faster than trying to get several mini turbos, but just holding drift.
Hmm.
But and don't tell Goomba I said this, but Emo's actually better at it.
Yes, this is
Yes.
hopefully a track. I say hopefully because I swear this man is getting blue shelled all day, but
Yeah,
hopefully he will get a little bit of time to save on.
I think
Wario
last
Plus.
track he got 2, so there was one track where he didn't get blue shelled but lightning, so it made up for that one. So.
No. Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
1
just
minute
take it.
opener from Goomba. He just missed the sub 1 minute,
Hmm.
which I'm pretty sure is what he was aiming for.
So David's actually a minute behind already. Jeez.
Yep. Starting the track as Goomba is finishing his first
So
lap.
seeing that spiral, he stays really tight by performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't Artec, you go round the outside, and it's nowhere near as fast, considering you go around that like 3 times.
There's also an easier method called Altec, but it's not as
Yeah, it's a kind of more of a beginner strat.
yeah.
It's a lot easier to pull off, but not quite as fast. So naturally, it's stuff that we use.
We're all L-Tech masters over here.
Oh yeah.
It's because we don't have that Artec playlist, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah. They won't give it to us. They're hoarding it.
Yeah.
All these top runners.
It's a conspiracy.
Oh, Emo opened with a 1 minute lap as well.
Mhm.
And Goomba just finishes. So, oof.
Yeah, it took a lightning, so wasn't gonna sub 1 minute on that lap. But he's got such a lead.
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot of blue shells to to lose that.
I mean, DDJ's coming up, which could be a good time loss or time save. Because this is where one of the hardest tricks is.
Yep. Goomba described it to me as about a 1 in chance, or wow, 1 in 20,
chance.
1 in 20 chance, excuse me, of pulling it off. So we'll see if he does here. It'll be right at the beginning of this cave, and he goes for it. Oh, not quite getting
no.
it. Very
19
tough.
attempts left.
Yeah. Oh, he's restarting the cup. He's got to get it.
Just do Mario all over again. Just for
Does it mean to say he has time?
that. No.
Oh,
He could go for it all 3 times, and if he missed it, he would still be ahead.
Now the aim is to do a mini turbo right off the end of the bridge, which intentionally slows you down if you don't have a mushroom.
Yeah.
It wants you to have a mushroom, but if you get a mini turbo right on the edge, you can make it without a mushroom.
Yeah, the bridge essentially slows you to prevent that from happening, but the workaround is, yeah, balancing on that ledge.
Yeah,
Goomba
we've
not
had plenty
going
of
for it
time.
again.
Ah,
Dang. Well, he doesn't know how far Emo is ahead or
Yeah.
behind, so.
Maybe he doesn't realize that he could afford it.
that's interesting. Got hit by the dino there.
Oh no, he has rare hitboxes. Sometimes you go into him and he still doesn't
Let's
hit.
see Emo's attempt at Shroomless.
It looks better.
Oh,
Not quite
wow.
getting it.
He was closer though.
Yeah, very hard
Giving
trick
him,
to pull off.
I'll give him an 8.
Yep, yep.
Goomba's was like a solid 3.
Yeah.
That wasn't gonna make it. I was really hoping he went for it again.
Yeah, unfortunately, I honestly don't think they will, just because it's such a tricky
Yeah.
jump.
I'm surprised Demo went for it once.
Yeah,
With the run he's been having, the game was not gonna let him do it.
Yeah.
yeah, but at the end of the day, he has to take risks if he's trying to get back into this race.
Yeah, he has to.
In
Still as much
fact,
time
who
as he
knows?
can.
Maybe if he realizes he doesn't. Okay, never mind. He's not going.
Exactly.
I mean, if he was watching Goomba play DDJ there, it was completely dramaless. There was nothing at all.
Okay, so a big thing about Baz's Castle here is actually Blue Shell Skip, another track that he's going to sandbag for in order to get a blue shell. And essentially, right after the first lap, he's going to get to first place and hit himself with it and push him up into a hitbox that'll put him in the middle of the track. It saves about 20 seconds on the track if he pulls it off.
It is a big save, but he does
Unfortunately-
need a blue shell.
Yeah, he's still looking for it. 3 red shells and 3 shrooms, unfortunately.
Know what he's looking for.
You can maybe go for one more attempt here. Oh,
No.
Yeah, I think
And,
he's just heading up the first.
You
Yep.
can tell once the runners decide to not go for the blue shell, because they'll stop being 5th and start being 1st.
Yeah. There's a small little gap jump here. It's pretty simple to pull off.
Yep.
Nothing too fancy. Unfortunately, you could, if you happen to get lightning right before
the skip.
the jump, you could just go straight into lava. Although honestly, you can still make it quite easily, even if you get lightning. It's pretty
There's the
short
blue
down.
shell.
This is shrooms.
Speaking of blue shells, let's see if Emo gets it here on his items.
Oh,
And he gets a blue shell and 3 shrooms. Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
this could be a little time save that he might need to
Yep.
maybe catch up a little bit.
Goomba's gonna win the race, but Emo's about to win our hearts right here, right now.
Yeah.
The man who pulled off blue shell skip.
Yep.
So long as he doesn't lose it.
So long as he doesn't get lightning, I might cry if he gets lightning. I
He
know
has
he
had
noticed.
one pretty much every track so far.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think DJ was his first where he got decent RNG.
Let's just cross our fingers. He
No!
gets- Oh,
No, no.
Okay, he's good.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
This is fun.
I was a little scared there. Almost went over the ledge and lost the
Yeah.
blue shell.
Yeah, if he
Uh,
fell
there
down
was-
that ledge, he would not have the blue shell to throw it himself.
We lost our
Definitely.
hearts on that one.
We'll let him do it
Someone
first
goes,
and then
"Oh."
explain it.
Oh,
And
I
he
think
gets
that-
it.
And there we
Nice.
go.
So he boosted himself up by hitting himself to hit the death plane of half a track later.
Yep.
And he's now actually caught up by a good 20 seconds.
Yeah,
He made up
If only
his...
he could do it twice.
Yeah.
He'd go for the proxy if it happened.
It is technically possible if you see a blue shell coming to, like if you see it coming earlier in the lap, just wait for it at the finish line. You can still save time. I've seen some videos on it, but you have to be blessed by RNG, which Emo does not seem to be.
Not today.
Oh, and there goes the time he saved.
Just as you say that.
Yeah.
I don't know, he saved a lot of time. I don't know if you noticed, but that second lap was 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Compared to an
Very
average
quick.
of about, I don't know, 48 is about average. So Goomba on the final track now, Rainbow Road.
Yep.
I
Rainbow
think
Road
it's the
can be
best Rainbow Road.
Yeah, the biggest thing here is just not falling off, which seems to be true for every Rainbow Road. this spiral can be somewhat tricky, but they've practiced it a lot. I think.
Absolutely.
There's also a chance that there will be random stars in the track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so in
stars
single
is-
player, you get stars land on the track, and you can pick them up.
Mhm. More RNG.
More RNG, just what we
Yes.
need.
Yep.
They're not always that helpful, though. I don't know about you, but going faster than you want to on Rainbow Road, not always advisable.
Yep.
Especially like you're trying to turn or something.
Looks like Emo has saved a little time because he's only now maybe 50 seconds behind, or
Only.
yeah.
It's
You would
only a
need a
lap.
miracle to get back into this race. But neither of them have fallen off yet, so
Mhm.
all right.
Both of them drifting around this spiral. It's not necessary, but it's definitely faster. It's just
Mhm.
harder.
Yeah. It helps them stay not necessarily stay tighter, but maybe control it better. Oh,
Make the
and
tunnel.
the blue shell
Yes,
dodge.
Emo. Team Emo.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention it till he's out, but occasionally, for whatever reason, the blue shell can just wait around until you're out.
Yeah, if it's feeling kind of stubborn, it'll just wait for you to exit that tunnel and then get you.
And then we've got another nice spiral to Artec down.
Yep. Artec is this is actually a track, whereas nearly every track in Double Dash is just time saved by mini turbos, at least at a higher level. But
Absolutely.
Rainbow Road actually has a lot less mini turbos than other tracks. There's a lot of zippers, and it's just kind of keeping your speed and using those zippers efficiently.
Yeah, missing a zipper is actually quite a good time loss.
Yeah.
For sure.
God, what a nice mushroom that helped Emo
Yeah.
out there on the boost pad.
They're in the same spot, except they're one lap
One-
behind.
One little thing they're doing though is coming out of that tunnel, that little pipe. They're holding up so they can land as soon as they can, hit the boost pad immediately, and save a little bit of time.
Alrighty,
That's
Wow.
that's all 4 cups for
So-
Goomba. Yep.
Sub 3 minutes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Goomba. Yeah, he didn't get any big mess ups. Hey, here's a blue shell.
He's gonna land on the boost pad.
Ah!
I'm so sorry, Emo.
Oh, the banana!
It's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one, dude. He's not
You remember raging at Mario Kart when you were young? It's kind of the same for these top players at this point.
Nothing changes.
Yeah. At
And
least
this is
not
why
Double
both
Dash.
players prefer to do time trials over
Yeah.
RNG cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna do next to actually give Emo a chance to win something today.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the hearts of the fans for pulling off Blue Shell Skip.
Yeah. Emo's done with this RNG. He's ready to hop into time trials and see what he can do. I think he'll be good
Oh
races.
my god.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done. Done.
Oh boy.
I think that made up for the blue shell he didn't get in DDJ. So, so he officially got.
Yeah.
A blue shell
RNG
out
takes
of
a
it.
little and gives a little. Like that shroom in the zippers.
Takes a lot, gives a little.
So we'll be moving on to time trials now. Actually, we're going to be giving each player one ban. What do you think they'll ban? What do you think
Ooh,
Goomba
that's
ban? What do you think Emo
Interesting
ban?
question.
I honestly believe Goomba might ban maybe Daisy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then David might ban Yoshi's maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be. Goomba would probably ban one of Emo's world record tracks. But the reverse can't be said because he would have to ban so many tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can do a little player interview.
I think.
Oh, we're doing that after the tracks?
After, yeah, it's probably after.
Okay. I want to get Emo's sadness out of the way.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to suffer a bit more.
Now you have to watch the credits.
Yep.
Emo
So,
not
yeah.
skipping them because he's crying in the background right now.
Yeah, I think
No.
Daisy would be a good ban from Goomba. Maybe he'll do Wario Coliseum as well.
Yeah,
Both
I'm going
tracks.
for one of them too.
Yeah, both tracks of which Emo has world record in. I'm not really sure what Emo would ban. He could maybe go for Yoshi's. Yoshi's is not Emo's favorite track, and Goomba has very solid times in both categories for that track.
Yeah, that would be fair to say.
Hmm.
Although they both equally hate Rainbow Road, so I'm not seeing anyone ban that.
Yeah, but at the same time, they may not choose it. I think
Yeah.
I believe Goomba will be choosing the first track here because he won the 4 cups.
So we did all of that just to win the right to choose the first track. That's how much we value time trials. We'll do a whole 4-cup race to decide who gets first pick. Alright,
So,
Goomba's just come in. He's banned Daisy Cruiser, as we sort of predicted.
mhm.
Yeah, that's one of David's world records. So of course he would not want to do that
He's
one.
actually banning DK Mountain. Interesting.
I can understand that.
It may be because Goomba has actually been practicing it recently, and very recently, like last week, maybe even still this week, got the world record in fast lap.
Yeah, it's also worth pointing out that the difference between their times is actually a second on DKM. Goomba is actually a second faster than Emo has ever been.
Yeah. Emo has a 142.939 versus Goomba's 142.26.
So we're just getting the first track from Goomba, who's just learned that he's won, and I'm not sure why he's so surprised, but
Yeah.
sure. He's gone for Luigi Circuit.
Circuit,
So it looks like the first track will be Luigi Circuit here. We'll be counting him down soon as they set up for time trial.
Mm-hmm. Guys, Goomba gonna load a ghost. We're cheat.
So yeah, Luigi Circuit is actually something that Goomba seems to enjoy a good amount. Oh, and they don't have memory cards in, so this will be a lot of ding laps.
Ding ding ding.
So we
Another-
say ding laps, we mean fastest laps. But yeah, if they've never put a record on, then every lap is their fastest lap.
Yep.
So yeah, what they're gonna do now is enter the game, and
They're letting
then
it-
hover over the restart button,
Mhm.
and then both should be able to start at exactly the same time.
Mhm.
Or
Yeah,
at least that's the theory.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the run, we'll be looking at the timer anyway, but we just want to start at the same time for the viewers to compare. Emo actually loading a ghost in here. Did you guys see if Goomba loaded a ghost as well?
Goomba
think so.
didn't load a ghost.
Okay, okay.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay. I know he put
I'm
his memory
pretty
card
sure.
in. Oh, no, sorry.
Are they okay?
Yep, there they go. But Goomba does have to race the staff ghost.
Oh,
What a frame rate issues here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix that first. There they go. Beautiful people working on this Twitch stream.
Now keep in mind that since there's no items or anything, any small mistake can be the deciding factor. So any extra grass, anything will
But
make
at
a huge
least this
difference.
time you can't chalk it up to RNG.
Now he's gonna win for real.
Hey, there's his first ding lap.
Yep. Goomba coming out ahead in the opener.
Yeah, and then he exited that zipper at 39. Emo, well, late 39 is pretty close.
Yeah, this is really tough right now.
Yeah, honestly, all the time trials, I mean, both these guys are top players, so I think these will be
Yeah,
some interesting races for sure.
Another ding lap at 25.
He's getting faster.
He's ramping up the speed.
It'd be so nice for him to win on the counter pick immediately.
Unfortunately, they aren't quite in sync. I'm not really sure why. But... Oof.
Lost a bit of time on that last lap.
Yeah. But he
So-
PB'd, look at that.
He went into the stand a little bit, and that sort of cost him. I want to say a second, but enough at least.
And so this with this format, Emo will be choosing the next track. We'll do loser picks next track. So we'll see what he's picking.